The first sonata on the program is one of Beethoven's most popular. It's known by its nickname, the Moonlight. Beethoven had a couple issues with this sonata. One is he almost thought it was too popular, and he told some of his friends that he resented the fact that people were paying so much attention to this sonata that they neglected some of his other works that he thought were just as good. The nickname does not come from Beethoven himself, but was bestowed shortly after Beethoven's death by the Swiss critic Ludwig Rellstab, who described the dreamy music of the first movement as reminding him of the moonlight on Lake Lucerne. And this dreamy music at the beginning is actually one of the more unusual features of this sonata. A slow movement would usually come in the middle of a sonata, sandwiched between two fast movements. But here Beethoven puts it front and center in the middle. And perhaps this might have something to do with the fact that the sonata was dedicated to a young lady who Beethoven had fallen deeply in love with, and this was the Countess Julieta Guicciardi. Beethoven proposed to her, and evidently they were both very much in love, but the Count, Julieta's father, was adamant that his daughter was not going to marry a musician. Sentiments that have been expressed by many a father down through the centuries. So Julieta was promptly married off to some Italian duke, and Beethoven never saw her again. But so we do have this dedication of this very dreamy, very romantic music at the beginning. After this, we have a very delicate dance-like movement, possibly a type of a minuet, but in the middle section, we have a vigorous peasant dance with a drone bass that you'll want to listen for. After that, the piano explodes with a very dark and stormy finale, a gigantic movement that lasts longer than the first two movements put together. And this is a good example of Beethoven shifting the center of gravity of a sonata from the beginning, where it had been before, to the finale.